Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that.
Hello, my friends. Here we are once again to sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dave. Oh, absolutely. Now for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today. I got a beer that I picked up on a recent road trip. Well, not that recent, but a road trip nonetheless. This is from the Ellicottville Brewing Company. Now they're located in Ellicottville, New York. Makes sense to me. The stainless steel IPA checks in at 7% alcohol by volume, and the IBUs are 77. Unfortunately for me, I need to start checking dates a little bit better before I pick things up, especially on a road trip, right? Because right now this beer is 13 weeks old. I've had it in the refrigerator for 3 weeks, so I guess you could say it's my fault that it's past date. Okay. IPAs generally, in my opinion, just my opinion, are good through 12 weeks. So once you go past 12 weeks, you run the chance of the hops being severely I was going to say something else, diminished. And that's where, that's where we're at with this beer right now. So I'm going to use this glassware. It's not really a IPA glass, but I like it because it's a glass within a glass. Now, I had problems with the other glass, and I think I'm going to have problems with this one too, where for some reason it's not sealed at the bottom, and I see a little bit of water has seeped in there when I washed it. So these were in the storage locker, and they were fine when I put them in there. So I don't know what the hell happened, but as long as the beer does not leak down and run on me, we'll be fine. Yeah, it's all good, right? We're going to hold out that last little tiny bit there since it's past date. Oh, very beautiful. Interesting color for an IPA. It is almost a copper color. Almost a copper color. I'm going to call it copper. Golden copper. Golden copper, baby. Or is it copper golden? It doesn't matter. About 1 finger ahead on there, so I guess it depends on how big your fingers are. Yeah, it's got some nice carbonation going on in there. You won't be able to see that on the camera, but take my word for it. Oh, now there's some strong citrus and pine in the nose. Oh, it smells very lovely. A little bit of sweetness in there. I'm going to say that's probably from the malts. So before we drink the beer, we always have to thank the brewers, and this time we're going to thank the brewers in Ellicottville, New York, for all the hard work they put into brewing this lovely beer, and thank you at home. Cheerio. Yes, indeed. I got to tell you, there's not a lot of hops in this beer right now. To me, I'm getting mostly malt. I get a little bit of citrus, a little bit of grapefruit there up front, some nice bright citrus and grapefruit. The pine is definitely in there. There's some lovely pine aromas and flavors in there. But as far as the hops, they're MIA, and we have a lot of malt in here. We have some nice strong malt backbone in here. Some lovely caramel malts in here. Nice sweet caramel malt. Now this has warmed up on the countertop about 25 minutes or so. I can't see this beer becoming much more flavorful even if it sat out another 10 or 15 minutes because it's still a little bit cool, but it's not cold. It's not ice cold. It didn't come straight from the refrigerator. If it had come straight from the refrigerator, I would say, yeah, we have to let it warm up a while. But according to the clock there, it's been out for, 25 minutes or so. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to get any better than what it is right now. I don't think it's really fair for me to give this beer a rating since it's past its prime. But I would say by all means, look for this beer. And the date stamp is right on the neck of the bottle. It has the born on date. So if you can find this beer, give it a shot because I think it would be very good if it were fresh. But like I said, unfortunately, I didn't check the date when I bought it, and I brought it home, put it in the fridge, and kind of ignored it for 3 weeks. Now, if I had consumed this 3 weeks ago, what would have been 10 weeks? Yeah, so it might have made a big difference. I don't know, but that's where we're going to leave it. And Dr. Dave, remember, he always says life is short. You got to be happy, and that includes checking the dates on the beers before you buy them. Don't be a dumbass like Dr. Dave. With that in mind, until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers.
Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure. But the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast. And if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now, I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and you know, I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says, cheers to that.